Hey, this is Jeff Tomazeski, Chief Life Transformer at Max Strength Fitness, and today I want to talk about meditation. And this is a practice that I always wanted to dive into. I just never really quite understood it, to be honest with you. And of course, I had the objection, like everybody does, is I don't have the time. So we're going to dispel all that as we go through it today, and hopefully we can give you some guidance into this, and you can start to make this part of your daily practice as I have. There's a quote that says, "You should sit in meditation for 20 minutes every day. Unless you're too busy, then you should sit for an hour." Think about that. That's profound. You know, we always say, I'm too busy for this, I'm too busy for that. If you don't have at least 5 to 10 minutes a day to devote to your mindfulness, and I'm going to show you the benefits here in a minute, then you really need to rethink your priorities. Now, when we look at the benefits from meditation, man, I Googled this just a minute ago, and up pops one of the first ones was 141 benefits. 141! Let that sink in. Here's a handful of them. When it comes to your health, improve sleep, beat addiction, slowing aging, weight loss, boost immune system, boost your energy levels, deep healing, relieve anxiety, healthy heart, overcome depression, increase libido, relieve pain. When it comes to your mind and your body, brain and your mind, improve focus and concentration, improve memory, boost your brain power, neurogenesis, increase intelligence. I could use some of that. Neuroplasticity, changing the way that the brain functions. The brain is actually a living, breathing organism that research will show from CAT scans now and MRIs that it is changing over time. More on that in another video. Personal growth, positive energy, law of attraction, increased motivation, think positively, attitude of gratitude. From an emotional standpoint, control your anger, relieve anxiety, overcome depression, emotional intelligence, overcome phobias, overcome shyness, conquer OCD, beat PTSD. The list goes on and on and on. Now, if any of those resonate with you, if you think any one of those would be beneficial, then you need to practice meditation on a daily basis. Now, let me clear up a misconception, and this is something that I had, is that the goal of meditation, what do you think it is? I'm waiting. Most people will say, as I did, it's to clear your head. Not right. Completely wrong. The goal of meditation actually is to get back. Now, what I mean by that is you're not going to clear your head. And the goal is not to clear thoughts out of your head. The goal is to get back to being mindful, being aware, to clearing space into all of the noise that is going on in the day-to-day life that we live. So I'm going to talk through a couple things now on how to do meditation, because there's lots of different ways. And I've used them all and I intermix them as I go. One is just pay attention to your breath. Sit in a relaxed manner. You can be prayerful. You can be whatever they call this. I don't even know, but it's people do that when they meditate. They do like this. Yeah, it's like that. That being said, I like to do this. I sit up tall. I'm unsupported, and then I'm just going to concentrate on my breathing. So I'm going to. You can literally just do that for 1, 5, 10, 20 minutes, and that can get you in a deep state of meditation. So you can focus on your breath. You can also focus on, which I've done a lot lately, is mantra-based breathing. You can use Sanskrit, you can use words that are meaningful to you. One I like that I heard from one of my mentors is called the release technique. And you simply use the word, and I like the word release for a lot of reasons. One, you can release all the negativity in your life. You can release the stress. You can release all the tension in your body. Release all of the noise and anything that's stressing you out. So here's how this works. It's simply release, 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 release. Now, obviously you would say that in your head. You wouldn't verbalize that, but if I think that, you're not going to hear that, so you needed an example. Let me show you how meditation really works. I'll verbalize the release technique. We'll use the mantra, and this is what happens. Release. 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 What was I going to talk about today in that video? Release. 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 What time do I have to pick up my kids today? Release. You get the idea. Look, you come back. The whole goal is to come back to the mantra. The whole goal is to come back to mindfulness. And when I heard that, it clicked. Now I don't stress trying to sit there and clear my head, because that's not the goal. The goal is to come back to the mantra. The goal is to come back to focus in on your breathing. The goal is to come back to being present, to the now. And so I would start off, I'd recommend 5 minutes. I built up to 10 to 20 minutes, and it's profound. It has dramatically reduced my stress. I can now come into a very stressful situation, whether it's with my kids or in business or just anything else, and I can block out a clear area now in my mind inside those stressful situations. So I would have you consider the fact that meditation should be part of your daily routine. And again, if you don't have 10 minutes to devote to your mindfulness, then maybe you need an hour. Look, it's something that you'll get used to over time. I recommend do it in the morning, maybe upon waking. But I'll do it a lot of times on commutes back and forth between my facilities before I come into the facility, just to be more present, mindful, clear my head for a couple minutes. There's lots of apps you can use too as well if you don't want to sit there and rely on yourself. There's Headspace, which I used for probably the first 6 months. There's Insight Timer. There's HoloSync, which you use headphones and it's music and bells and chimes that help with beta waves. There's a lot of psychology and science behind all of this, and I won't bore you with any of it because I don't claim to understand it. I just know it works. I'm recently doing a guided meditation over 21 days with Oprah and Deepak Chopra, which is really cool. They're using some mantras and some music too as well. So look, there's lots of different ways to go about it. My main point is this: just do it. So I'd be curious to hear if you have any experience with it. You can leave a comment below if you're on Facebook or on our site. You can shoot me an email, Jeff@MaxStrengthFitness. Please share this. It is profound. Do your research. Find whatever works for you. Get your butt in the chair and just do it. Thanks.